As a teenager in suburban Pennsylvania, I spent a lot of time walking around the neighborhood with my friends. Most of the houses looked the same, but there was one house that stood out. It was hidden from the street and perched on the edge of a ferocious cliff in an otherwise geologically quiet town. The inhabitants of the house were protected by a tangle of weeds. No one knew who lived inside or what they did. Until one day, we just opened the door and walked in. We walked through the hallways of the house until we met Barbara, an ancient woman who took no surprise in seeing three strange teenagers standing in her kitchen. She gave us a tour of the house and, like any mother, started to talk about her children. Her son Jerry had built the house himself, all by hand. Jerry also had healing powers. As a kid, when a friend of his broke their leg ice skating, Jerry took his friend's leg and his hands began to glow with warmth. As soon as Jerry let go, the kid skated away like nothing had ever happened. Jerry had allegedly been performing such miraculous acts ever since. That story has been a ghost in my memory, detailed and present but impossible to understand. I couldn't let go of the magical architect who lived on the cliff's edge. After we visited, we wanted to believe everything, but we never met Jerry and we never went back. Until last summer, I decided to visit the Cliff House again, meet Jerry and learn about him, his house, and his healing powers. Thank you.
Sure. One of my names is Jerry Short, and since I jerry-rigged a lot of things in my life, it seems appropriate actually. Also, I have another name. It's called Jivan Nava, given to me by one of my masters named Osho. Jivan Nava means life fresh, kind of a reminder. I guess back in, of course, since we're eternal, which lifetime, that keeps happening in. But I guess consciously reading about this stuff started happening late in college. A friend of mine back then came down into my backyard and says, "I'm not interested in this stuff, but I think you might be." I don't know, that didn't know, but he handed me this pamphlet about this guru named Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh.
In the early 1980s, thousands of people from around the world began arriving in a remote part of Central Oregon. They came to be near this man, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh.
Yes. How does Osho find link between these two diametrically contrary principles?
They are not opposite, they are not contradictory, they are just complementary. Nothingness and everythingness is same thing. There are two ways of expression.
At the ground of creation, there's no vibration. Before frequency happens, before matter happens, everything comes out of nothingness. And so part of the key is to be in tune with the universal mind out of that, be in tune with that zero frequency nothingness, which is inherently orderly. It wants to have things be how they were before they got perverted by mind. Silent enough, and you ask for that you just give an intention, and then you just relax and let it happen. You're not doing anything. It happens on its own. So I started doing reading these books on pyramid power, and I had pyramids all over the house. Little A-frame pyramids and pyramids built out of plywood or paneling and all kinds of stuff, you know. I was doing experiments, how long you could preserve cherries in a pyramid versus cherries in a refrigerator. Pyramid 1. So I built this big pyramid in the backyard and you entered the floor from underneath. You come up the ladder and enter in the middle, right beside the tree. Just a bicycle in there and around and a big circle, and it was like 33 feet across. And that lasted about 3 years until the wind and weather started tearing the material apart. It's time to tear it down. Back in 1990, I tried to lift this 500-pound person up at the hospital, and I lost my knee. That's why I have a knee replacement. My knee broke and my back broke. I couldn't sit down for 6 months, and so I've had back problems. So this has been part of my endeavor to decompress my spine.
Thank you. After my first visit, Jerry gave me a book called The Secret of Instant Healing. The book explained the healing system created by Dr. Frank J. Kinslow called quantum entrainment.
These people are among the many enthusiastic fans of the Kinslow system. The Kinslow system is a new way of approaching your life that will make it more productive and fulfilling. It is a natural and easy to apply program with proven results that you can experience from your very first session. Now, let's hear what they have to say.
The Kinslow system has transformed every aspect of my life and has taught me that I can be in that place of healing and growth no matter what I'm doing.
I totally agree. What's amazing is that I feel the benefits of it all throughout the day.
Quantum entrainment.
Quantum entrainment uses the idea of pure awareness as a source for healing powers. The book had a lot of scientific-looking diagrams to explain everything in objective terms, but still, I think it left me with more questions than answers.
It's
alright. You can take it.
Hi, dear. What? Hi. Oh, pretty good. Well, yeah, I mean, tell me he has nothing to lose. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to believe. All he has to do is be open, you know, not resist it. I mean, you healed. You told him, I mean, I'll tell him you healed my knee, which you did, you know, and you've healed me many times, so. Well, if it can happen once, it can happen again.
I left the Cliff House unsure of how to feel. What right did I have to come into a man's house and interview him just because it looked weird? Most of what he told me, I just wasn't ready to swallow. In trying to understand the magic in my neighborhood, had I accidentally destroyed it? But looking back at the footage, I came to realize that most of the pyramids and healing hadn't been captured on film. Mystery was safely locked away, and maybe that's for the best. If I understood it, then it'd probably get boring.